What's up, everyone? This is DyanaRozay. Welcome to my channel. I have a quick commentary for you on Miss Destiny Payton. You guys, she finally shared what ended her friendship with Melody, and I'm going to tell you all about it. Also, I have some other social media news or headlines that I wanted to share with you guys, and I also want to get your opinions on, okay? They're really juicy, so be sure to watch this video all the way through. Before I get started, though, go ahead, hit the like, subscribe, and your notification bell. That way others can find this video. And as always, I appreciate every single one of you guys for rocking with me. So let's get started. First, I want to ask you guys to go ahead and watch my live from last night if you missed it, okay? Melody clapped back at a friend. She clapped back at a fan who told her that she needs to leave the show. Go ahead and check out that commentary so you can see what she said back. Also, Destiny blames Carlos for a bad storyline, okay? She said a lot of things. Go ahead and watch that too, because it is relevant to the information I'm going to share in this video about Destiny, okay? Yeah, let's get started though. Miss Destiny, she was on Anthony Lofty's page doing an interview. I talked to you guys about him, I think 2 videos ago. And he, had another great video that or interview that he shared. This one was just as great for many a reason, okay? Mainly for how Anthony handled himself, what he was trying to do, the questions, how he presented everything, okay? The brother had receipts for days, social media posts, video clips. He was definitely holding Destiny's feet to the fire, wanted to make sure she walked a straight line in answering his questions. And she didn't appreciate it one doggone bit, okay? She knew exactly what he was doing. And yeah, if you pay attention to Destiny and how she communicates and shares stories, um, she called Melody a master manipulator, but she has a way of sharing big situations or what appears to be a big situation in her life. She'll give you very little detail and then get upset when people try to connect the dots. I guess she feels like, if you say fire, if she screams fire, she doesn't want you to look around for the smoke, basically. And an example, let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. In Anthony's interview, he asked Destiny, "Are you and your ex husband still in a custody battle?" And she says, "No, we're not. That was already settled." And the way she said it is like it was settled, you know, 2 years ago, however old her son is. She made it seem like it was back in the day. You know what I'm saying? When really we saw Destiny, I think in August or September. So she did not connect those dots. In August or September, we saw her where she said, if y'all remember, she was on her live. Someone said, "Are you a character witness for Martell? Or did you write a letter for Martell for his custody case?" And she said, "No, I can't believe you guys would believe that." It was actually a lot more passionate than I'm giving to you. I just don't have the voice to scream it out right now. But she was like, "I'm tired of it. I'm tired of you guys coming after me. I'm tired of Melody's woe is me. One of them put that story out into the media." Okay, girl, y'all watch everything else. You know damn well how that story got on social media. But she says, "I'm in the same courtroom." So Martell and Melody are in family court. "I'm in the same courtroom with the same judge, and y'all don't know anything about my case." And if you also remember, she showed up with a life coach on her live, and the life coach was trying to get her to talk. And the life coach says for Destiny, "Your son came home to you with an unexplained injury." So all of that would lead you to think that maybe she was back in court with her ex regarding an unexplained injury or something, right? But according to Destiny, they're not in court. The case was resolved. The custody case was resolved. And because I would think you knew you put that information out there, you put it out in the public, why wouldn't you share more like, you know, my concerns from August or September has been resolved? She doesn't do that. She just leaves it out there lingering. So that's what I mean when I say that Destiny has a way of telling you really big stories or issues. A lot of people say that she's not telling the truth when she says it. Okay. Her ex-husband said it, number one. Who else? Oh, you guys, and you remember she also showed a picture of him in an MRI machine. So there was a whole lot of stuff that was going on. Her ex-husband said it. Melody said it to Martell. Like, I'm beginning to think the girl just doesn't tell the truth. Okay. But anyway, I took you guys down a very long walk down memory lane. So let's get into what questions Anthony asked. Number one, he had asked her if she regretted how she handled Melody when Melody came into the Madani event and spoke to her. And when she looks back on camera, she can see that she spoke. She said, no, because I couldn't hear it. So all of the acting fool that you did with your father, knowing that he was, going through his own health journey, you're sitting here screaming at the top of your lungs because that woman entered your store, says a lot. And even now, that's something that had happened months ago, right? Uh, I think at the beginning of last year, like sometime in March or so. But even now, Destiny is still saying she has no regrets. So he said, Destiny, are you just, determined to be the villain? And she said, if you think that makes me the villain, then that's okay. I will be that. And she also blamed the entire disaster of the event on Mel, not on Mel and Wanda, or, Wanda had a part, her cousin had. None of that. Just Mel, because you weren't supposed to be there. So Anthony says, well, she is on the show. She gets paid a check to be on the show. Is it possible that she was asked to come? And she said, or first he asked her, did you tell the producers that you didn't want her there? And she said, why would I do that? And I was thinking, I was waiting for her to say something else, because at the end of the day, Destiny has already said she's a friend of the show, so she doesn't have the power to say who's where. Not to mention, the event was probably paid for by the show, right? So she kind of danced her way around that question. And Anthony, when he finished interviewing, said, I know a lot about reality TV. I have many friends in the industry. And he could tell that Destiny just wasn't being forthcoming on purpose to make him look like he didn't know what he was talking about. So I thought that was interesting. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that part in the comments, okay? Now I'm going to tell you what Destiny said ended her friendship with Melody and why she called her a master manipulator. You guys remember on the reunion stage, Destiny said she doesn't get a lot of, her and Melody weren't talking. And because of it, she thought she didn't know where they stood in their relationship. And she said she didn't think Melody was a good friend because of that. One of the other things that she said was Melody would send me songs through text and things like that all of the time. So she said she didn't get a lot of text or verbal communication from Melody. When Melody sits at the table with her at the beginning of season 3, Melody pulls out her phone and said, I let you make me out to be a liar, and I could have said something to you on the stage, but I let it ride, right? And then she pulls out her receipts and said, Destiny, here I am talking to you. And Destiny said because of that moment, that she thinks Melody is a master manipulator, and basically she's not willing to forgive her for that. I don't think Melody's willing to forgive her either at this point. I think they're both in the same place. But with everything that we've seen Destiny go through, being called a thief for the most part, all the stuff she went through, she said she didn't like Tiffany to this very day. She's like, Tiffany gets under her skin. Um, who else? We all saw what happened between her and Stormy. We all saw what happened between her and Kimmy on the reunion stage, and that's coming up this Saturday. Whereas Kimmy basically point blank says to her, if you're not willing to share your life, then reality TV might not be the best for you, right? Destiny was rolling her eyes. This is actually her face looking at Kimmy right there, like, I can't believe you said that. But Kimmy's like, I'm not going to carry you in the next season. I think that's what she was basically trying to warn Destiny of. But either way, because of that moment, she said that that ended her friendship with Melody, that she believes her to be a master manipulator. And then she tried to walk back other things like, I never said that she was the devil when I actually heard her say that on a live she did with Tisha and what is that lady's name? I think her name is Storm. I think so. Or Winter. My bad. Her name is Winter. Okay, but you guys let me know what y'all think about that. About that being a good enough reason for her to be mad at Melody. Of course, we all know that Melody had overheard her and Tisha talking about her. And she said that her and Tisha have been getting close since season one. So y'all been getting close since season one, and y'all get caught talking about her. So Melody pulled back, and it's fairly reasonable. I don't see anything wrong with that. Y'all let me know what y'all think. The other thing that I found to be interesting, again, in my live yesterday, I told you guys that she said that Carlos King and Melody are in the editing room and making everyone else on the cast look bad. When Anthony asked, girl, don't you think, how you act on the show is extending out to your brand and, putting a lot of bad energy out there around your brand? She said, why? He actually asked her, do you think Carlos King is responsible for giving you a bad edit? And she said, why would I think Carlos King is responsible? Like she literally got upset. And I was like, again, just 48 hours ago, you were laughing, giggling, and co signing Carlos King giving you a bad edit with Melody. So I don't know. I wish he would have had the receipts for that, but Destiny is something else. Anyways, guys, I'm going to move on to the next story, okay? And that is who is my next story? That is Tiffany. So, Tisha and Destiny being friends since season one, that was kind of surprising for me because we all saw Destiny come after Letitia a little bit, right? And Kimmy, right? When Kimmy said that her husband or fiance was the chicken man, that seemed to be a little unforgivable. And then all of a sudden, Destiny started really liking the Scott clan. Well, Destiny said that her and Tisha have been talking since first season, and it made me think how Letitia kind of squeezes in on all the new cast members that come on the show. She did it with Destiny, she did it with Stormy. She also looks like she's doing it with Tiffany right now and announcing her baby shower. And if y'all see right above the name baby shower, right above those words, it says Kendra Scott. So now I'm wondering if they are related, if they are related and Tisha's doing, you know, what she's did with all the other cast members. Not that they're Melody's real friends anyway, and Melody could probably care less. That's why she probably keeps a good friendship with Kiki and Kimmy, because looks like Tisha's doing the same. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, okay? Now let's talk about Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon. Mariah Carey is 52. Nick is 42. They share twins together, Monroe and Moroccan. Okay, they're 11 years old. Well, you guys, according to Essence Magazine, they have a source that said Mariah Carey is going to take primary custody of those kids. She is seeking primary custody because Nick does not have time to see them. She's tired of the broken promises, it sounds like. She said he spread himself thin. Nick actually said the same exact thing. He says, I don't have time to see all 12 of my kids, that I am spread thin and I work all of the time. And yet, as recently as New Year's Eve, when he was on CNN, he said that his goal is to have 20 children. So he is 8 short right now, and that is still a goal that he is practicing. So you guys let me know what y'all think about that, because I don't feel like Nick gets enough smoke for having all of these kids. I think it's crazy. The fact that people say, well, he can afford them. We all know that that doesn't that's not it. We need you to also be present in those kids' lives, to be emotionally available for them, physically available for them. I can only imagine how Mariah's other 2 kids feel if they were the only ones and he used to see them all the time. And now they don't see him at all, according to Mariah, that he is just not able to spend time with them. So, y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comments, okay? And let's get to my next story. Who remembers Elder Barge, y'all? He was in prison for drugs. He was in prison for, I think he robbed a store or something like that for drugs. And look, I think on Sunday night or, a couple of days ago, he was arrested on suspicion of heroin possession and weapons charges. He is 61 years old and he is still trying to fight that monkey, right? You guys, it looks like he was in a car. He was parked at a gas station and the cops saw the car at 3:40 in the morning, went over because it had an expired tag. That's what they're saying. But once they got up to the window, they could see that he had a steel baton, the kind that the police officers carry, and that's considered illegal. He had that laying on his front seat along with pepper spray. So they legally had the right to search his car once they find illegal items or illegal items are in plain sight. So they end up searching the car, and that's when they found um, the drugs, and they are considering the police baton the weapon, right? But you guys let me know what y'all think about all of that. He is scheduled to be in court on March 9th of this year. So that's pretty soon. You got probably a month and a half to go. But let me know what y'all think about this. He seemed like he was doing good, but you just never know what people are fighting on the other side when they are in private. But y'all let me know what y'all think either way, because I found that to be a sad story, to be honest. Okay, my last story is on Phaedra Parks. Okay, Phaedra has moved over to the Married to Medicine side, you guys. I actually put this on my community page earlier and a lot of you voted. You actually said that you are here. The majority of you said you are here for Phaedra being a part of the Married to Medicine cast. She is good friends with Quad, and I think her and Quad are trying to take the name Frick and Frack. Y'all remember that was the name that was coined for her and Portia on Real Housewives of Atlanta. But she is dating a doctor. Some people say dating, some say that she is engaged. Y'all let me know what y'all think is going to happen next on this show, if this is a good fit. A lot of people seem to think so. 486 of you liked it. And a lot of you, again, in the comment section, weighed more toward being excited about her being on the show than not. So that is all I have for you guys, but I'm really interested in knowing what you think about all these stories. Go ahead, like the video, subscribe to my channel, hit your notification bell. Also follow me on IG and on Facebook. Okay, I post a lot over there, and I will see you guys on the next one.